Alrighty then, it's time for a Vel'Koz support game. I didn't even think I'd be support, but, you know, here I am. This one, it's a platinum game, and my teammates all locked in 4 carries. And I had no choice but to play a support, and I was like, if I go Soraka, we're definitely going to lose. If I go Leona, I might fuck that up, because I haven't played Leona support in, like, ever. So I decided, you know what, Vel'Koz. At least I can play at a range, pew-pew things, and maybe if I get fed, you know, I'll be able to use some AP carry build and do something. Because otherwise, we have pretty much 4 fucking carries, and they're all physical. So the enemy team, if they were smart, they'd just build armor at some point. And early, not just like wait after 2-3 items and then finally build it. In order for the enemy team to win, they need to dominate, or at least go even in the lanes, and then just group up for team fights. Because my team has absolutely no initiators or peelers or front line of any sort. Jax, I guess, maybe. So if the enemy team goes in with their Wukong or their Pantheon, they should be able to kill our most powerful character and then wipe out the rest of us because we don't have any, you know, defenses. So I chose Vel'Koz because I've been seeing him played by other people, and I was like, holy shit, I want that. I want to be that. I want to do all that shit and be awesome. So I tried playing Vel'Koz support, and I missed like 3 spells right there. So I'm not awesome yet. But he was fun as shit to play. And I've seen, you know, people in Platinum and in the Diamond games just wreck with him. And I gotta say, he's probably one of my favorite AP champions to have been released during this season. Ridiculously fun, and his E is just like satisfying. I think that thing has a bigger radius than the circle actually shows, because I end up hitting it in, like, you know, in just the thinnest part of the circle. But either way, Wukong comes in and he doesn't do dick. But I'm gonna say this though, he raged so hard on against his own teammates after the game was over, calling them retards and worthless and everything, and saying that, oh, they were doing poor, they were doing terribly, and I was being good. This guy was dumb. Like, a lot of his decision making was really dumb. So if he should really respect his teammates a little bit more. Anyways, Draven died. Jax came here. I hit my E by like a little bit right there. You can see that's what I mean by the mine having higher radius than it actually shows. Whatever. He gets a kill for Jax, 2 kills in fact, because he teleported and he bashed the other one's brains out, and it looks good for my team thus far. I put 2 wards here. One, just in case he tries to do any bush sneaking and like we end up seeing him. More ideally, it would have gone into the tri-bush. And because, you know, like I said, it would have been better if he went into the tri-bush because he just snuck around and went in there. He died. He comes in, kills the Draven, then whatever, he gets too close, exhausted, and he gets killed. I killed both him and Thresh. The tower does most of the work, and then I killed by Lucian. So it's not as good because the Lucian got 2 kills. Well, the Lucian got the kills, and he also got himself a blue buff, and I got 2 of the kills. But you know, it's not as bad as it could have been. So as far as I have no idea what to build on support Vel'Koz, so I'm just kind of building him cooldown reduction and some of the typical support items. And unfortunately, this Kha'Zix is actually dominating the jungle and in the lanes. And once again, this Wukong decides, you know what, I don't like holding on to this red buff, so I'm going to try to kill this Kha'Zix, spin for no reason, and then get killed by Zed. You see, he didn't want to give us he didn't want to have the red buff, so he just gave it to us. And, you know, of course, he cuts it at his teammates at some point. Keep that in mind. Vel'Koz, I'm just baffled here. It's like, our teammates made a terrible team comp decision, but it's sort of working out right now. A lot. And it could, if we dominate our lanes and take the towers and stuff, it could, you know, just become irrelevant. The enemy team, the Wukong is still building damage. It probably would be a smarter idea to build, I don't know, Randu and Zoman after Spirit of the Lizard Elder and rely on his teammates to do the rest. I have no idea why the Ziggs rush Royal-Nomicon, because that's just not going to do anything. What? My team doesn't even... The only ones who will rely on lifesteal are Jax and the Draven, but they could probably die to a breeze. But anyway... Draven gets himself 2 kills here. He does a smart thing of, you know, killing the enemy team because he's gonna try to he's gonna die if he tries to run away. Wukong tries to chase me. I flash out before he blinks at me, and he gets himself killed. Hooray for us! Definitely hooray for us. So right now we have the definite advantage. The enemy team hasn't really done anything with their team comp. They're not building armor. It's like they're like, oh, building armor's too mainstream, and you know they're just gonna take all the shots in the ass in this game. They really should have considered buying some early armor. A chain vest on all of them would have been fine. Hell, a ninja tabi at least. Either way, Pantheon jumps in. He gets locked down a little bit, but my teammate still dies, and then Draven gets killed. However, you've seen this a lot in a lot of games, a lot of situations this far. The Draven does something that I really do like when teammates do. They recognize they're gonna die. There's no chance in hell they're gonna survive. Their death is nigh. All right, and they decide, you know what? I can probably take one of these bastards down with me. The Draven's done that in 2 situations. In the early gank, where the Wukong came in through the lantern from Thresh, and he killed the Thresh and then died. He knew he was dead if he tried just running away, so you might as well try to kill somebody else. At the same time, by doing that, he allows his other teammates to either run away or position themselves better to counterattack. So, because of his sacrifice, he got a kill, and I got to escape safe and sound. And in the other situation, the same thing happened. He killed Thresh and Lucian both this time, and then died. And then I got to kite Wukong around and then, you know, survive narrowly. So that is actually a smart thing, and I wish more players would do that. However, this isn't a smart thing. My teams are all carry, and they're all kind of just starting to split push everywhere, and I'm just kind of trying to roam in between all 3 of them. So I'm getting a little bit under-leveled at this point. I'm like, oh, my top laner is by himself, so I go try to help him just by being around him. And then my bottom lane, Draven, is going off by himself, and then my other teammates are sort of roaming everywhere. It's like there's no organization in my team comp right now. And it's going to kind of screw with us a little bit. Pantheon goes in. Like, I avoid being, you know, absolutely murdered with him and miss my cues. Zed goes all in against the Lucian. Oh, wow, I got a weird-ass email right now on my phone. Sorry for that. You might have heard it. It's like, I've got 2 complimentary tickets to a free cruise line. My dick. All right, but anyways. So, Jax gets killed because we decide to just split up. And like Vel'Koz is there trying to jump somebody. Now he gets caught and absolutely murdered. I try to do something, but it won't matter. Draven is down bottom destroying the turret, and now he's caught between 3 people. At least he's trying to fight back with all his might. He bursts his flash, just trying to kill that one Ziggs, and Ziggs uses barrier. Surprisingly, he has barrier. I would have expected him to have heal or something. Meanwhile, me and Zed are mid, trying to make something happen. And Zed's just poking around and doing all, like, eh. See, my team kind of has to group up, and I'm actually telling my team, you know what, let's group up. We get Baron, and then when we go for the push, the enemy team is sort of disgruntled at this point because they have no advantage to, you know, rely on. Baron is gone. So, bottom lane inhibitor is exposed, and we just started to go on the poking spree right now. Jax goes in, doesn't accomplish much. Wukong jumps back in on us, deals some damage. All this horrible crap goes on. It's like just a lot of bad engages. Then Wukong stealths close to us and goes all in on me. I exhaust him, I throw my CC on him, and I get killed by the Ziggs bomb. Then he gets killed. That was a really, really bad ultimate. I gotta say, he should have, he used it on the support, on the fragilely built Vel'Koz that could have probably died by some random AoE in a fight. He should have used it on somebody more important like Draven, or he should have waited for his teammates to be around so they can actually fight. The enemy team comp was a far better one. Like, if they didn't fuck it up so bad, stop it with that cruise line text, okay? So, if they didn't fuck it up so bad, they should have won. Their team comp had initiators. Their team comp had actual crowd control and disengage. It just goes to show, if you don't build right and you don't play your champions right, then you'll just lose.